1 2 1 2. What is that then? Okay. 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 What's up, OSS? How's it going? Welcome. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's been good. Weekend is always good. Weekend has been real good. What about you? You had a good time? Hey Zel, what's up? Yeah, maybe that's a sign. Remember, it's Monday as well. It doesn't get any better. That's good to know. Awesome stuff. Let's have a look. What are you guys watching? Zel, what are you watching? AMD is really weak. ADTX, LVTX. Yep. Those are the gappers, aren't they? Ooh, drift mode is on. LVTX drift mode on. If it pops a little bit, see what happens. Pop and drop maybe. LVTX. I just didn't have the time to put it on the watch list, these things. Dude, SPRO trade, awesome stuff. Still looking into that. The volume is dying down. I don't think we're gonna get much out of SPRO now, but it's still in the watch, so. PRST still going down. Nice little shorting opportunity there. Pixies from the other day, gone. They are they really correlated, like their sympathy plays? Seems like LVTX the leader, if anything. So if this is looking like that, then ADTX, surprisingly ADTX is holding up nicely. What are they, bio? Are the biotech, both of them? Seems like it. Doesn't seem like the catalyst is holding it up as strong, but I'm thinking if it's still, I'm gonna keep an eye on these two later on. Maybe if we do some sort of have a curl up action, we might see a reversal coming in. But at the moment, as it stands, it doesn't look good for either of them. Surprisingly, ADTX is holding up nicely. It's still above VWAP. And if anything, I'm thinking the gap on this one is not huge though, but when it comes to percentage wise, it's big. We're talking from 250s all the way to 350s, so that is good amount of gap when it comes to percentage. But LVTX definitely is much bigger gap, but showing sign of weakness. Yeah. Public offering. It's in the on the pouch, the thing, travel pack. Where is it? It's just same my drawer. Yeah, this is already fading off, so at this point I'm not gonna touch it. But ADTX could be the one to touch for possible shorting opportunity because it's higher still. SPR is creeping back up over 212, 213s with some volume coming in, so this might be interesting. Are we going to have a bigger bounce on it? Strangely, it's popping up. 215. So, you know, obviously a lot of people are watching this. They're looking at, don't get me wrong, the gap is still there, right? 0.75. So this could be something decent, guys. We had a bigger reaction when we traded it the other day, and then another red day came in after that, so it would have been nice. But now it's actually taking out the highs. Trying to take out the highs might not be a bad thing. Yeah, on ADTX, yes, the potential is there to go much higher. Of course, for with these kind of stocks, it can go really big. But then again, we don't really look at how much it should go and how much room it has. We just trade what's happening right now. Looking at the daily on ADTX, I'm looking at also SPRO. Change that to 4 charts. So ADTX is under 3.40, 3.50. It still hasn't faded off, and it's creeping back up. SPRO definitely is interesting, guys, for a possible long. To be honest, long was over 215. So still 2 cents away from it. Yeah, I might take it. Yeah, I missed it, guys. I wanted to take it over 215, but I think I'm not going to chase it, especially the way it's creating this rejection. So I'm just going to wait up on it. You can hear me well enough, guys? Yeah? Yep, exactly. Look at that. That massive number 220 is to look for. It's getting rejected. It's getting taken out though. 220. It's getting taken out slowly. It's thinning out. Nope. Nope. So it's gonna push it down. It's gonna be that 220 is gonna push it down more and more. So it's gonna bring it down 218, 217, 216. If it's big hand, as you can see. There you go. Yeah, so let's see what it does. The question is, how far does it actually pull back to? Is it actually a reversal or is it just a pullback? You know, over here, as you can see, this was really nice move. Breaks the high of day, but then pulls back to the VWAP, holds it nicely with kind of its CBC volume, like it's just 50-50. It's not really declining, but it held back nicely. Now to see what it does around here is important. Just like the other day, we took that trade, looking at the volume, looking at the price action. If you are thinking about it, if it does pull back towards the VWAP again, it's probably going to be difficult to hold. But if it holds here, then yeah, that's a good sign for sure. And also ADTX is looking not too bad. So yeah, this needs to hold here, right on the break of the high of day. So pulls, breaks it, comes back to it. This is acting as a support, 215. Right here as well, if you do take anything, when the volume shifts, then your stop could be tight, actually, very tight. Yeah, they're really not hiding. There's quite a few reasons for it. They just don't, they don't really care. They need to get rid of it if they were a profit taking. Or they're just, look, 218 came in. That's to scare people. Now it's going to scare the buys, long, sorry. So the bids are going to scare, like bids are not really sort of confident today. You can imagine, this is not the first day, right? We have to think about it. This is the third day. Now, this guy 218, look at that, 333, 343, right? So that guy's trying to scare, and it's real, I think. The number is real because it's just moving up and down, mostly down, which is getting taken out. Now, if this gets taken out, guys, it'll be interesting to see 218 gets taken out, 240, let me just put the, you see this here? You see this big number? That needs to get taken out. If this gets taken out, then there's two ways it could go. One is it's going to go parabolic. Two, if it does get taken out, it might be a layered order, which means 219, 220, 225, they will still be there. It'll be interesting to see how this fight actually ends up going which way. I think at the moment it's just, you see 218 still there, 378. It's there to scare people off. So if he's trying to scare people off, then that also means he's scared, or he or she is scared, which means really good. It could be really good for longs, right? It could be really good for longs, but the bids need to be really, filling the space up. 217s, you see this 217s? Look at that, it's filling up now. I'm gonna go in, guys. All right, so 218s, guys, 218s. 218s, I'm in. And then you can put your stop under 215 as well, very tight, but I'll wait for the break of the VWAP. Let's see, I want this to be very quick, otherwise I'm going to be exiting quickly. With these ones you have to be very quick, right? I don't want it to be coming down under 215s. The fact that that guy, whoever it was confident enough to show the numbers, and it wasn't even hiding it. Yeah, this just could pop up back at 225, things like that. So mind games being played here. But then 219s are coming back. They're filling up a little bit. They're getting thicker. They're getting thicker, as you can see. 219s are getting thicker. Also 220s are not moving. They're getting thinned out. Right. Okay. Yeah, with that kind of number gone, it was supposed to pop. Now what's happening is I'm thinking the layered orders might still be there. So obviously, look at the numbers coming in. It's just hidden. Most of it is hidden. They're trying to sort of hold it here. So a lot of selling coming in right now, as you can see, all red. There's no huge numbers I'm seeing on the tape. 218s are holding. Okay, 218s are getting taken out. I'm seeing a lot of red, which is the pressure from the top. ADTX is popping as well, guys. ADTX is popping with some volume, so that's kind of interesting. Let's see what it does around this area. 218s, 217s, 216s. I'm going to be out very quickly on this one, guys. Out 214s. So yeah, 214's out. Just as I said, you have to be very, very quick with this one, right? Yeah, it might hold up on the, but then the way it came down, that seems like not a good sign for longs, to be honest. So what's happened here is, as I was afraid, the more layered thingy was there, definitely. It was very strange. If you're gonna do a layered order and hold your 220s or whatever number you're holding, why would you show your hand? It could be someone else. It might not be the same entity. So ADTX is possible long opportunities. Gap held nicely, and forget about SPRO for the moment. As I said, it has to be very quick trade, which it was. Not a bad trade, actually. Not a bad trade. We're talking 218 to 14, 4 cents. Okay, so we've got a pop, and then it's holding up. So I might start at the break of 350 on ADTX at the break of 350. Yeah, LVTX, as you can see, is just drifting down, but it's not drifting down as fast as I was expecting. But we're thinking about it actually went all the way to 6s, and now it's trading at 450 around that area. So it's a big, massive drift, to be honest. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but it's definitely a big fade off. So that's true to our analysis, which is paying off still. And also SPRO doesn't look good. Possible. The fact that it's very low priced, I'm not very comfortable shorting it, but here we go on ADTX. 350. 30 cents stop on this one, guys. 30 cents stop. 350 is the area where I got in. Let's see if it takes out the high of day. I needed to take out the high of day and not look back. So volume coming in, but I needed to be staying strong, this candle. Rejection candle, not good, especially with volume. Right. 3.6, I might consider adding on the break of this here, 362s. But let's have a look. That volume came in nicely, but I don't like that candle. It could have been stronger than that. Let's see 360 break. 360 break never came. Still waiting on it. Lots of attack on the 352s, 3.3s taken out, 350 get taken out. All right. Interesting, 340. So that's not very good. 346 gets taken out. I'm going to be exiting this quickly, guys. 340. Exit. Okay, so yeah. $3.38. So two small losers, guys. What can you say? Monday. So it just didn't have that strength to, it did go about 10 cents, around 10 cents, but this candle was the telltale sign. Normally I would put my stop here. For these kind of trades, I would put my stop here because I wasn't in full anyways. So it's really, really tiny. But if it starts to hold and it starts to take out 360s, I don't mind taking it again. SPRO is still trying actually. Yeah, so I mean, knowing when you want to exit a bit early than your usual exit is sometimes it can save you. In most cases, if you read it well enough, it saves you from bigger losers. But sometimes it can also mean that you might get caught in the noise if you don't apply it the right way, and the trade goes exactly as you planned. That could be also really bad. But in this case, I just didn't like the price action, the tape, everything was against the longs. And it was just telling me that, there shouldn't be a long here. So that's why I had to exit early. Normally I wouldn't exit right on the VWAP. Yeah, back to small green. Nice one. What did you take last? ADTX? Did you scalp it? What did you do? Scalper mentality, huh? To be honest, I feel like I'm scalping as well today. I just don't have a stock that I'm trading at the moment that I can give time to. These are the stocks that you need to be quick on the exits. Awesome, awesome. All right, SPRO popping. SPRO popping with some volume. So I might look into one more try on this one. SPRO. Volume, volume, volume. I really want to see what it does around that area where they were just continuously holding the number. That 220 number was continuously being held. So it'll be interesting to see how it reacts around that number. Still being held, as you can see, still being held. There it goes. You see that rejection came in right at the 220 level. You see this level here? So this area, and it could be, don't get me wrong, it might be, this area might not be like this. It might be something like that. In fact, on this push, that zone was like that, right? So we've got layered sellers here, right? So rejection came in badly, and the next time it tried to pop there, rejection came in quite quick. This time as well, straight rejection. So interesting, very interesting. I like this kind of price action. Look, it tells you the story and it really sort of gives you confirmation. There it goes, right? That's why you wait, right? Now, once you see this kind of price action, you can't just be too early on it. The volume came in, yes, but look at the volume coming in now. That's the proper move. Volume came in for the rejection. So this was kind of very, very, how do I say, obvious price action. Surprisingly, ADTX is holding as well. It just, this rejection was quite strong actually. You can't ignore that because, and also with these kind of stocks, you will get these kind of pops and drops. So you'll have to be able to read that. This one could have been that pop and drop, but then it really, really felt like a reversal at this point, especially with this red one. And then the volume just died down, which kind of didn't have the follow through. So this has potential for later on. I'm still watching it on the break of 350. Still gonna watch it. What else are you guys watching? Zell, what are you watching? Okay. It's really like low price stock, but this one has huge volume and very clean moves, FFIE. But I don't like to trade low price stocks. It's 107 at trading at the moment, but it came from it's a big gap up. It came from 75s all the way to 106s, so it's a good gap percentage wise. But I just don't trust very low price stocks. ADTX is still holding, as you can see. ADTX still holding. Volume comes in, 350 breaks again. Maybe I'll have another go at it. LVTX is just fading off. And we'll see. Yeah, MLCO also is one of those that actually continue to go. MLCO. We're talking $1 move, and the daily looks good as well on this one, MLCO. Just better area was 650 break, so around this area was a much better trade. Now it's just chasing it. You'll be chasing it. Yeah, my style, I mean, I don't really mind going long as well, as you saw on Thursday. But it just needs to give me... So the problem with longs is I chase momentum, right? If momentum dies down, I feel like your edge starts to go down. Like it gets worse really the more time it takes at certain levels. So for me, I chase momentum, I thrive in momentum. For longs, you don't really have, I mean, look at this is quite strong stock, right? Moves up 20 cents, 30 cents, and then pulls back, moves up. So this is something, yes, it might have a momentum, but it's not as good as when you will have that flushes, when you will have those washes. So yeah, I really like, that's probably why my style works for shorts. Always, you know, fear will beat the greed when it comes to momentum. That's what I say. MLC already breaking the high of day. ADTX is still trying to take out that 350. Volume is dying down. I think with these ones, remember, the more it holds up here with the gap, remember this is already holding its gap, right? Unless it starts to actually take out 320s, maybe even 3s, it's still holding its gap. So what does that mean? It's eventually, if it starts to hold here, it's eventually going to start to take out the big numbers, 350s, high of days. Once that happens, then look out, right? Spice break has broken the high of day and still continues to go nicely. I think Sky is being held by Apple. Sky definitely is being held by Apple. AMD is quite strong as well, so not compared to Apple, no. Apple seems to be much stronger. 153 breaks and then continues. Let's have a look. ADTX still attempting. LVTX just continued to fade off. For myself, it wasn't really sort of a great area that I could trade off of for short. I was looking for shorts, especially after this candle here, right? But it just wasn't really over here. I wanted to short it, but it was just too far away, extended. I wanted this to be popping. I wanted to see how the pop happens, the volume and everything. So it didn't happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I think so. I really think so, James. Yeah, you got that right. Later on, it'll be good to keep an eye on that. But Uzi usually comes in a bit late. Yeah, I think ADTX is still 350s. Let's have a look at the tape. Not much going on at the moment. Okay, 348 has big numbers. Is it going to get taken out? I might be looking into this, guys. ADTX for possible longs. If 348, okay, it's thinning out. It's thinning out. I might be quiet a little bit. Okay. 349. 349. 350 attack. So that big number is gotten taken out, but still we've got more numbers coming. It's not really huge though. Let's have a look on the zoomed in. 348. So I'm just gonna watch. I'm waiting for that 350 to break, but then I don't mind taking 1 cent early 349s and stuff like that. Depends on the tape. It's holding though. Yep. Okay, this rejection I was expecting. Let's see how much this goes to. Not much. Okay, so this is looks strong. So this is looking strong. All right, let's see. 345s. 345s. Is that gonna get taken out? 345s. It's still being sold. 346. Very interesting. Interesting. I'm looking for longs, guys, at the break of 350. Potentially, maybe start early. Okay. Volume, though, is not there. I'm just worried about the volume, really. It's just, yeah, here we go. Okay, 350s. I'm in. Right, guys, 350. Taken some there. 350, 350. Might be a bit early. I can understand that. But then again, a break of 330s, I'll be out. But I could be out way earlier than that as well. Just needed to respond very quickly. Volume came in, yes, but no. The rejection came in. I'm going to be out very quickly, guys. Just watching that VWAP. Watching that VWAP area might not hold. Nope, it's not going to hold. 3439s, 340s, 41s. I was just waiting for that first flush. Now I'm going to be exiting at the break of 337, 338 for sure. Because I was just waiting for the initial rejection. And usually that is the sign of basically liquidity hunt. And then it usually pops. So let's see if this pops and takes out the 351s. And my stop now is 336, 337s. Not bad. Not really bad, actually. This area here. So it's actually good risk to reward, I believe, because once it runs, these kind of stocks, when they run, let's say 350s, 360 breaks, then yeah, it will run. But then I don't mind exiting early as well. Here we go, another attempt to 350 break. There we go, more volume coming in. This is looking good. It's looking much better. I'm gonna add 352. Ooh, okay, rejection. Oh, there's a huge battle going on. Volume should be coming in now. I'm just waiting for this candle to close. This candle, I don't like the way rejection is rejected. Bit of a battle going on. So if you've noticed something on this ADTX, guys, the pressure to the downside is quite a lot. What I mean by that is every time it pops, look at this, pops, gets sold, but it doesn't go very far. That's why I'm taking longs. Pops, rejects or reverses, pops, reverses, pops, and holds. So it's been doing that a lot. So we might see some sort of a hard time this going through the high of day. If it does, then it might be good. But that's why we see a lot of fight coming into it, because it's just people are looking at this. And I believe that this zone here that we are trading at the moment between 350 and 360 zone is huge. I believe that's the deciding factor. And after that, we'll see. 353 and tape, more green on it. 354 getting taken out. See, big number comes in, hidden, probably, I believe so, hidden sellers. So as soon as it goes to 350, over 350, it gets sold under. Yeah, see the big reds coming in. Look at that, two and a half. Look at that, 1450. So there's a lot of hidden sellers coming in. Very interesting. Look at that, 2000, 1357. So yeah, there's something going on, guys. And also we've got some greens as well. So there's a fight. There's a big fight coming in. So yeah, greens coming in now. Yes, let's go. And sellers are also trying to protect that number or hold their position. 2000s. Oh, look at that. Okay, 111. That could be something. Right. There's just a battle going on in between. There's not much you can tell unless we get to see something like this. But then again, on these ones, big numbers are not there, so we can't really tell. 2000 came in and 2000 again sold. Somebody's scalping this in between. This is great. So scalping now. Don't get me wrong, guys. These I know people who actually scalp in between the spreads, right? In between the spreads. This has been that for the last, I would say, half an hour or so. It's been a great scalping for the spread, scalping opportunity. Well, let's see. The way it's going, I think even if it breaks that 354, 55s, it might get hold up. It might get, because I believe, as I said, you know, that zone is still a battlefield. Nobody's won yet. All right. Okay. So looking good. I mean, the way he's trading is looking good. I'm just worried about these, you know, these runs that's getting rejected. So pop and rejection is not good. All right, guys, I'm gonna be waiting on this, guys. I'm gonna be out 344, 344. I'm out 344. I'm just gonna wait on it because it's just they're being they're holding the levels, the sellers. They're holding the numbers, the 355s. This area was held very strongly. This area is, so this zone that I mentioned is being respected, this zone here. Unless that breaks, now what you can do is, yes, we are early here, early here. No, this one wasn't early. This is still early. You needed to break this. 360 breaks and then still holds above it. That's more confirmation. That's what I'm going to wait for. However, having said that, 3 trades Oh, I know it's just three small losers. It's not even close to -3R. There you go. You see this? There you go. So you can't ignore the price action, really. You know, if I was to basically do this like really strictly following my you know, early stop loss rules, I'll be exiting here, right? Look at the difference between my price action read exit and this exit, right? So I'm saving more than half an hour there, more than 50% definitely. So hope, although it's a loser, but it's something that we can really sort of pay attention to, trying to sort of read the price action. Why did I take it? Obviously, you know, looking at this, that wasn't there. Just remember, I wasn't there, right? The fact that it was holding up over here, its gap over the VWAP, and it's attempting to take the high of day, you know, gap up, hasn't faded down at all, apart from this area, but reclaimed very quickly. There's a lot of things going for it, right? But then this happened, you can't just stay in it. You can't ignore. I mean, it might pop back up. Yes, that's a different story. But as it stands, you got to be quick on the exit, which I'm really happy with. I think 3 reds, but it's really, really small. Maybe just over 1 hour loser on all of them. Yeah. And that's why I like to do things. Let's see, FFIE. This is why earlier I was mentioning $1 stock. Looks very clean, gaps up, holds this gap, and it looks like it's gonna fade off. That's why I don't like to trade those. ADTX, traded a few times, very small losers. Oh, this curl up, look at this curl, LVTX. Look at the volume coming in. Ooh, interesting LVTX, guys. Keep an eye on this one. This one, you know, if it wasn't doing that, and if it was trading the same way as ADTX was trading, I would have definitely paid more attention to this one. Why? Because it's a bigger gapper, bigger price stock. Looks much better. Overhead resistance on the daily is not much. So overall, generally, it looks good when it comes to daily, as well as intraday, not so much. I gotta be honest. Look at this volume. Ooh. All right, so now this volume came in and it's not going further. That could also mean heavy short selling coming in, but this is interesting. I'm gonna watch this. Keep an eye on this, guys. LVTX. Now we're cooking. Something's popping. SPR is just don't like to trade when it starts to do this. You know me, guys. When you start to see these dojis, let me just bring it down here. Over here it was okay to trade, right? But you see these areas, this area, you don't, nope, leave it alone. It's not worth the hassle. The more interesting one is LVTX. Look at that. Let's see if we get a middle finger at price action on the volume. If we get a middle finger, I'm gonna short this thing, guys. This is, believe it or not, it's a pattern, right? It's definitely a pattern. But this pattern, I'm just joking. This pattern actually works when something is running, not like this. This is not at the right place. But if, let's say, for example, if FFIE, this one, right? Where's FFIE? Like earlier, FFIE was running, and there's no much of a catalyst behind it. It's just getting pumped. It's just if we see that kind of a volume and very parabolic move, then time to short. So yeah, this is looking interesting for a short, actually. I wish this price action was actually happening here. I would have been all over it. But look at this. Look at this. This is what I mean. Look at this middle finger. This is definitely a short, right? I might try it actually. A scalp, but I've got 3 reds, 3 red. Breaking my rules. Pointing a finger. I can see that. Just flip this. You've got to flip this like here, isn't it? But it's not as easy, as basic as that. I can definitely put a volume profile for you guys if you want to watch this. It'll be interesting to see. But I used to watch volume profile a lot back in the days. But what started to happen is I was really concentrating on the volume profile way more than the price action itself. That's why I do have volume profile, but I think I've changed the setting in a way that it's barely visible anyways. So volume profile looks like this. Yeah, kind of like, you see this here? That's also a middle finger, but this one has to be, let's see if I can actually do this custom. Yeah, volume profile is just if you want to read volume like in a better way, definitely is better than this. I'll definitely recommend to have volume profile when you're learning about volume read because this basically does give you time of the volume, but like this could be on what price, right? Right. You need to be plotting it on the price to see which price level had some decent volume. So it's a better version of the volume itself, really. Point of control, there's a lot of things. Yeah. What did there was a way to plot this on the left side here. Yeah, day's fine. On extension, no. Okay, that was the one. Yeah, there we go. There goes our ADTX, guys. ADTX just completely, now it's just, yeah, it's just given up. It's given up. Yeah, weekly webinar we can do tomorrow, guys, if you want. We can even do it later today. Usually it's on Mondays anyways. So it's up to you. When do you guys want to do it? This one, guys, I might take this, guys. Unfortunately, I might take LVTX, break my own rules maybe for a possible long. If it takes 5 out or before attempting to 5, I want to see the volume and the price action. So I'd love to see 5 breaks with decent volume. These are the ones that have huge potential when it does run. So it might be worth the risk. One more last trade, looking for longs on LVTX on possible break of 5s. In this case, maybe just before 5. Uzi setups should be occurring right about now, the way SPY is trading. Uzi setups should be occurring right now. In fact, let's have a look. Uzi setups, sorry, where the frick did it go? Click something. Okay. So we have got ourselves not much of a room. What's Google doing? Oh, it's already faded off. Dude, Walmart is already fading off, is it? Okay, so Walmart was actually a really nice one. Walmart was a really, really good one. What's the daily looking like on Walmart? Yeah, much better. Walmart seems to be better. Daily is not that great, but yeah, Walmart definitely under 131 was the trade there. There was an Uzi there, definitely. Can you see? Right? SPRO. Yeah, SPRO, I've given up on it. It's just fading. It's gonna fade off to equilibrium. So it's not really interesting to me anymore. Neither is ADTX. ADTX is giving up. All the, even LVTX, as you can see, this middle finger seems to be kind of correct. It just didn't pop enough with volume. You see this trick? I was showing on the other one. Yeah, but Walmart definitely was a better Uzi trade. So today could actually have been an Uzi day. I'm thinking today could have been an Uzi day. This also is 3480s, under 3480s. This might have actually knocked you out, but it's definitely something interesting. MLCO, not very clear. Apple, not very clear. Airbnb. Where are you, Airbnb? Nope, not liking it. Amazon, not liking it at all. Tesla. Let's have a look at, where is this gone now? Delete. Okay. Yeah, Tesla also. Ooh, Tesla was also good. But huge stop though. But then again, your target is 278. So yeah, Tesla would have been also good. So on this list of Uzi setup, our strategy, I believe WMT, Walmart, and was it Walmart? Hold on, it was Walmart, right? Yeah, Walmart and probably Tesla. All right, so LVTX already, let me just put the 4 charts. LVTX already sort of going down, and that's done, and it's already decided. So pops done. Is see the middle finger here? That's showing you that you ain't going nowhere. It's like people are excited, you know. Why is it that this is valid? So what's happening over here is it's a massive gap. Okay, a lot of people might believe in the catalyst, right? They might believe in the catalyst. So bag holders, let's say. So people are taking buying, and then they're bag holding. They're not considering this like, oh, this could be a fade off. They're just looking at one bias approach. So buying, averaging in, and then all of a sudden, what happens here? Ooh, it's popping, right? With increasing volume. So now increasing volume pops, and then they're like, more buying. But then this volume comes in and it's not going anywhere. They fail to realize that is there are short sellers that's actually hunting these things. As it pops, they short right at the front side. So this volume, don't think that this is because of the candle, right? This probably is because of the short sellers coming in. right? That's what I mean, the middle finger. It holds up his name, man. Dangerous, dangerous. Dangerous. Actually, Walmart gave you another option, another opportunity towards the 131. Shit, I didn't see that. All right, buddy, no worries. Best of luck, Oasis. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy. We'll do the webinar tomorrow as well, Oasis. Okay. Yeah, no worries. All right, Zel. I don't think I'm gonna take anything else as well, so I'm gonna head off as well early Monday. So I don't really trade that much. All right. See you tomorrow, guys. Take it easy.